What's happening, Resets? Gravitating away. Hope everything's going okay on y'all side. Listen, man. This entire Big Meech 50 Raw situation is getting out of control. Apparently, the show is canceled. A couple days ago when I was hearing this, I didn't make much about it because I'm not trying to glorify degenerate shit, honestly. End of the day, happy Big Meech is home for his family's sake. End of the day, it has nothing to do with us. But people are choosing sides, as I said before, and they're going crazy with it. BOOSIE, who has all these views and opinions about anything related to snitching, is standing 10 toes with Big Meech. Ross, of course, is standing 10 toes. Apparently, it could just be optics. 50 said he had nothing to do with the show being canceled, then turned around and posted something from Cuddy being the guy who's doing 27 years allegedly because of Big Meech ratting. 50 post a conversation in text form of Cuddy basically saying, look 50, we got all these rats running away from each other and turning on each other. So in one breath he's saying he had nothing to do with the show being canceled, and in another breath he's glorifying that yes, he had something to do with it. 50's 50. Some of y'all like him, some of y'all got issues with him, but I'm very non-biased and I just wanted to talk about the situation. First, we got to talk about Big Meech responding.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets, but I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
You know, he came out here, spoke on himself not being a rat, and I just gotta say this. Number one, silence is golden. You call me a rat and I know I'm not a rat, I don't feel compelled to come out and say nothing to nobody. You go prove I'm a rat. That's what I'm on. But Big Meech, he spoke. Unfortunately, I think it was a bad decision for him to speak because dude sounded like he was trying his best to read from a teleprompter. So anytime you have an optic showing it seemingly to be scripted, people are gonna say, yeah, I don't know about this guy. He say he ain't snitch, but it didn't sound authentic, if y'all know what I'm saying. Again, I'm not into snitch culture. I know some of y'all is your entire life. Even though y'all got nothing to do with it, y'all got nothing going on. Talking about street culture seems to be something surrounding y'all lives somehow, some way. But a lot of YouTubers and people of notoriety are turning their backs on Big Meech. I heard, you know, Lil Baby felt some type of way because people around Big Meech was saying Lil Baby pulled up on him and just was giving his love and well wishes, and they were upset. You know, Lil Baby ain't dropped no cash, and them niggas sound money hungry if that's the case, you know. And anytime you are being glorified by who you used to be, I gotta remind y'all as who you are today. And right now, Big Meech, you are a ex-con who got out of jail early for whatever reason. I'm gonna just leave it like that. It's best to stay low key, but your name out here has been picked up from the game you dropped out here as if you were Pablo Escobar, right? They're running out here. You know, I've been hearing about Big Meech since I was a youngster, and you would think he's this, you know, mythical figure, but here we are, he's out and free, and it just don't look right. When you gangsters get old, it should be about wisdom, and I'm not seeing it. I want y'all to check out something from Wicked TV. I'm sorry, from Wicked, who was on Beehive TV, and he spoke on this issue, and I thought it was dope.
So, I mean, I don't know where to really start with this, so I'm gonna just give it to you. I mean, what are your thoughts when you saw that the show was canceled?
Well, when I just saw it, and it's probably been maybe an hour for me when I called you and told you that it had been canceled, my reaction was wow. And I think I said wow so loud it resonated from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way to New York to California. A lot of things shot through my mind instantly. One was this had 50 Cent's fingerprints all over it. That's what I thought. That's, you know, I don't care what nobody said. I called a few people before I even hit you, just to kind of to even make sure what I was sending you was for real.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to get up out of bed because I know how you are after you know what I'm saying, at 7 o'clock. Yeah.
3 o'clock.
So I didn't want you, so before I even, you know, hit you with it, I called a few people to make sure that this was true. I thought saw this right here, Beehive. There's a lot of people that's gonna be furious with 50 Cent. Of course, like you just said, 50 is already, you know what I'm saying, you know, telling folks that he had nothing to do with this. You know, he's backing up on this one right here. And this ain't, you know, the 50 we know would be like, yeah, I did it. You know, he ain't taking ownership of this one right here.
Exactly.
So he's already saying, you know, distancing himself from this, but we all know that whether it was directly or indirectly, it was because of, you know, because of 50. Yeah. It was because of, you know, the last 3-4 weeks of the back and forths. I think that is very unfortunate that we're in a place in hip hop right now that 1 or 2 or 3 people have all the power in hip hop to be able to affect a show that's going on in Florida, way from Cali or from London or from New York or wherever you're from. That speaks a lot. You know, the man was coming home, you know, it's a welcome back concert. I don't know if it's also because, you know, the word was out that Lil Baby, you know, had bagged out the concert. I saw online where BOOSIE said that he was still going to do it, but he seemed like he was, you know, when I was reading his body language, he didn't seem as enthusiastic as, you know, I thought he should be. I was almost, if I was buying a ticket and I looked at BOOSIE interview, I might have been like, well, damn, I might not buy a ticket. Then the word is out that Lil Baby is not going to be there, so I'm thinking that ticket sales had a lot to do with this.
Now, what y'all heard was, you know, sounds from a grown man. A lot of y'all are putting your 2 cents on this situation, and y'all really sound like fanboys. Some of y'all like Ross, some of y'all like 50, Big Meech, all this stuff, and y'all fanboys. I don't know why the concert was canceled, but I'm sure it had something to do with 50. To an extent, at least. You got people behind the scenes running away from that, right? They don't want to be a part of a concert from somebody being called a snitch. And it's just funny, the whole snitch angle is still a priority in the black community versus so many things, and y'all be the first ones to cry about our conditions, our situation, and our position. But this is the stuff that's important to y'all, apparently, you know. But my 2 cents on Ross, 50, and Meech. Ross, keep doing your thing. It is what it is. I don't care the whole correctional officer angle. You a grown man. It is what it is. Big Meech, you did your time, you know, allegedly. Uncle Sam, i.e. the Justice Department, you know, got you free legally, apparently. So, you know, they don't have an issue with you being free. It is what it is. As far as 50 is a great mogul, great businessman, but he's also childish. And it ain't my thing to big up anybody childish. I know y'all have all the excuses in the world for him, but he's an emotional, childish person. And all I got to say about his connection with all of this, I guess it was cool when Big Meech was a snitch as long as he was dick riding you, 50. But as soon as it's revealed, you know he's a snitch, we're supposed to forget the fact that you was around him for years. Not, you know, literally right next to each other, but y'all was in communication, y'all was dealing with each other. And I guess that was okay, right? It was okay that Big Meech was a snitch as long as y'all was making money. Here we go. As far as BOOSIE, I remember BOOSIE going in on Kodak Black just because Kodak Black took a song from a weak song that 6ix9ine had. But, you know, Kodak, you're 10 toes deep with Big Meech. And again, in my eyes, it hasn't been proven Meech is a snitch. But all I'm saying is Kodak was right about you, BOOSIE, man. You pick and choose like the rest of these niggas. Y'all all pick and choose. If you're just a fan, I think y'all need to stay in y'all lane, honestly. I be going through Twitter and seeing all these 2 cents, and then I remember the internet going internet, and it is what it is. Big Meech, man. I know you've been locked up a long time, but let me give you some gems, and when I put this down, you could pick it up if you want to. I ain't nobody, so I'm not expecting you to hear this, but just in case you are. The worst shit that was ever invented for a real nigga was a mic on the internet. So I don't want to see you struggling to tell the world how you ain't snitch and it just ain't look right. Y'all all grown-ass men with children, probably grandchildren. This don't look good. And this is black culture in a nutshell. So if you a young black man or woman, y'all want to look like this in your 40s and 50s? Because this how these grown niggas looking like. You know, that's the only gem I could give y'all out of all of this. This is gravitating on Reset TV, man. And there's a reason why I gravitated away, y'all. I gravitated away from the bullshit. We can't keep entertaining this. My angle's always going to be a real neutral perspective. And that's how we all should look at this situation. I'ma holla at y'all.